Welcome everybody to the Clashing Conference and Podcast. We're here with our members group. We got Cody, Tony P's in the house. What up, Tony?
What up?
Glad you can make it back again. Is this 2 weeks in a row for you?
Three.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
I think I've been on 3 weeks.
That's awesome.
All right.
I wish you wouldn't have been.
You were not.
With that hat. With that hat. I love you, but not with that hat.
Gotta break it out when it's ready to break it out. It's rivalry week, baby.
Anthony was not with us last week, but he is here this week. How was your Thanksgiving, bud?
It was good. I had a great time watching the Bears completely sell. Shout out Mike Ramley for that one. I got to go to the Commanders game actually on Sunday against the Titans, and I had seats right next to the tunnel, and it was awesome.
That sounds awesome.
Absolutely destroyed them. It was crazy. Amazing break. I couldn't ask for anything better, except that UNC is currently losing. So
Was it at the Commander? I didn't know which one. Is it at Commanders or was it at Titans?
yeah, it was at Commanders.
Oh, okay.
Is there a field like as bad as they say it is? That's always like notoriously like the worst field in the NFL.
It's a little better now. Apparently, the pipes and all that's gotten fixed. When I looked over at the wall to make sure no one was going to fall on Jaden Daniels because I got to hold him up, the wall is very secure. There's multiple layers. But, I mean, I don't think there's any more sewage, so I think they're good. There's
I
no
was
more
just
Dan
going to ask
Snyder.
to
That's
get
the
those
only
pipes
thing.
fixed.
It's all Dan Snyder. That's what it all started with, and it ends with him, too.
Well, hey, before we get into it, let me just remind everybody that we are a sports fan network. People you see here on screen are members of our network. We're looking for more people that love sports, love talking sports. We just have a great time. Everybody gets together. This is nonstop all day long. We take breaks to do 1 hour recordings, if I'm being honest. It's so if you know somebody or you're interested in getting on camera with these guys and just networking with some other people like yourself, please reach out. I also want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Sparrow Hair Studio in Lancaster, PA. I'm actually going there Friday to get all cleaned up, so I can't wait. But outside of that, I just want to open the floor to you guys. I know there's been a lot going on. You guys are anxious to get in here and get at it. So Cody looks like he has the O face going on. So let's see what's going on up there.
That block that McNeely just did on Baylor was nasty.
How many games you got going on right now, Cody?
One right now, but I'm switching back. Well, I guess 5 because when I switch back over, it's 4 games, and then when I go to the Connecticut game or UConn, it's 1. So I got the 4 on one screen, and then UConn 5 games.
Yeah.
You can keep up with all that.
Oh yeah, it's basketball. It's like a ping, 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 like a pinball.
This is the pregame for March Madness. This is how you pregame for it. This is how you get ready, get your eyes ready to look.
Pregame in December 4th. Yeah.
Training.
Pretty drunk by March if we're pregaming at this point.
I actually do have a question for you guys. Like Matt, by the way, I should point out the fact Matt's not here. That's probably obvious at this point. He may be popping in and out this week. I'm just filling in for him as a host. Looking for him to come back next week. See you soon, bub. But like Matt, I do not follow college pretty much at all other than what you guys connect me on and what you guys talk about. Did I see like some kind of like big riot or something recently last week? I could have sworn on social media I seen like a whole bunch of posts about like people were like storming the field.
Ohio State, Michigan?
A bunch of stuff going on. Yeah, what happened there?
People got pepper sprayed.
Yeah, they did. They got what was it? Flag planting, wasn't it? Flag planting.
So Michigan won at Ohio State. Michigan planted the flag. They started fighting. Someone took the flag, and then they started fighting again. And then all hell broke loose. I mean, it was just the whole field was just filled with just players and staff just fighting.
That's great.
Let's point out that Ohio State was number 2, right? Michigan was unranked. Yeah.
Yeah, 6-5 Michigan. Or no, they might have been even worse.
Yeah, and Michigan's beat them 4 years in a row.
Yeah.
So a lot of that was coming down to a lot of those players are never going to get to play that game again. They're a bunch of losers. They've lost to Michigan 4 straight years. So if you are an Ohio State fan, you're a loser. and your team's a
Loser.
loser. And welcome to the pack of the Big Ten, where you're just middle B-level teams, because that's what Ohio State is now. And they're gonna get destroyed in the tournament. It's gonna be crazy. They're gonna lose in the first round.
Kind of like Ohio State's getting destroyed right now by Maryland, 80-56.
Wow, what a bunch of losers.
Goodness.
Loser.
Losers.
Well,
Speaking of losers, how about Kentucky football rivalry week
Oh
to
my God, that's embarrassing.
that hat's
It's.
yeah.
fire, Tony.
I would appreciate it at this point. That one hurt my soul. The hat really hurt my soul, you know?
Yeah.
And
I
something
was
told
looking
me,
for a Badger hat. I was looking for a Badger hat and I saw this hat and I was like, ooh, what better time to break this out?
Was that also in the $5 bin at your
Yes,
last
all
employee?
the
Yeah,
yep. The
awesome.
$5 bin, and honestly, this is probably literally the only time I think I've ever wore this hat. I don't think I've ever broken it out at any point
Well, Cody
other than
appreciates it.
Perfect
rivalry
time.
week.
Yeah.
But now I'm gonna have a reason to break it out every year because rivalry week happens every year.
that's, can I get a like a beep? It's horse beep. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah,
But speaking of that, I think it's time for Kentucky to fire Mark Stoops. I
yeah.
do. I do. It's bad. And Dane Keene just transferred today. He went out, and then our five-star linebacker transferred, Silver.
Uh huh.
It's over
Dang, y'all
for us.
cleaning house right now.
Our wide
But
receiver
what are your
coach,
like expectations? Like, what do you think Kentucky is gonna
if
do? Like,
if Stoops is still there next year, I think we won't have a team. I really don't. I don't think that. I think we'll be last SEC, maybe win one or two SEC games, maybe. That's a
yeah.
maybe.
Is he a bad recruiter or is he just a bad coach?
He's just a
What?
he's a defensive mind coach. He has no offense, in my opinion. I think he'd be a great defensive coordinator. Uh, but as a head
Okay.
coach, he's not
I
it
was
I
for
gonna
think
us.
say,
he's like lost the team too. Like I saw this weekend that during rivalry week when they were getting beat down by Louisville, one of the players were at the concession stand buying snacks at the concession stand
Yep,
during the game while
no
they were getting
way.
blown out. Yeah.
yep.
Hmm.
I did see
What?
that. And then the only receiver to really do anything in that whole game, what was it, Macklin, I think that's how you say it. He came out after the game and said, something's got to change. It ain't the players. We play our hardest every
Yeah.
day. It's from the leadership, from the coaches up. There's no leadership here.
Yeah.
You just called him out like that.
Yeah, he's
That's
not
crazy.
lying.
No, he's
I
speaking the
could have went
truth,
to the
but he's
game.
speaking crazy.
Yeah, I could have went to the game, but it was just way too damn cold. Way too cold. And I knew we'd get blown out, so I wasn't paying $120 to go to a loss. That's
Fair.
not
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
not happening. And then Kentucky
Anthony, what's going on
basketball
with you,
lost.
bub?
Kentucky basketball lost? I didn't know that.
Yeah, last night.
Who they lose to?
Clemson. You know,
Oh, you were the number one team in the country. You said you lost to Clemson.
to my defense, it was 71 Clemson. It was our first road game, right? I am impressed by the way we lost. I am
It's your
impressed by the way.
first road game in December?
Yeah, it's our first road game. Duke was on a neutral site, and Clemson and Death Valley that was our first
Cody,
road game.
Cody, you sound like Topher talking about the Giants. This is not a good thing.
Well, I mean, they're a little more respectable than the Giants, but I mean,
I
the
mean, yeah,
number one
obvious.
team in the country, I don't know about that. I think Marquette undefeated, definitely not losing games, playing road games, playing top
Um,
competition.
Marquette's actually losing right now.
Dang it. Well, that is a top five matchup. That is a respectable matchup. Iowa State in Iowa State.
They're
You
losing by
sounded like
12.
Napoleon.
They're losing
Hey,
by 12. At least make it close.
who they losing by?
Well,
Or who they losing to, not by?
Iowa
Iowa
State, right?
State. Yeah,
Iowa
Yeah,
State.
yeah.
but it's
I didn't
in
know.
Iowa State.
UNC is also down by 12, but I kind of expected that. Oh, now we're down by 15. We're playing Alabama.
Uh, Speaking of UNC, what about that jersey you're rocking right now? Is that a little Final Four jersey we got going on?
Hold on, I got it.
Uh-oh. Where'd he
Whoa.
go?
I'm
Hey.
pretty sure this is an intentional technical issue, so I'm
Oh,
not going to react.
I don't
and
know, Steve.
I
cue
I
me
think
the
don't
it
know.
might
We're
Jeopardy
be
the
music.
Step
something.
Brothers over here. It's down to just me and Cody on a video chat right now.
We're just
Pretty soon me and
FaceTiming.
Cody,
He
One
we'll
of
straight
my
up
just
laughed
finish
at
the
you.
episode playing NCAA football.
my roommate was bothering me.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
he know what day it is?
We do it on 2 days now. No one really knows.
It is
Well,
very flexible. You guys are flexible.
yeah.
But anyways, what about that jersey? You got a Final Four
Yes, we got.
jersey?
This is the infamous leaky black jersey, #1 with the greatest Jordan logo of all time. The fingers, the butt cheeks, the shoelaces. It's
There's
all
a
there.
starving Jordan.
Yeah, and
That's a
he has not been playing basketball. This has got to be like teenage Jordan right here.
that's a Michael
Oh.
Jackson jump man.
Yeah, probably.
That's a good one.
Anthony, you
That's a
think
good
that
one.
Tar Heels got the best jerseys in basketball or no? Who would you take best jerseys in basketball?
It's
Ooh.
easily us. Other than there's one jersey or two. When we played on the aircraft carrier, we played in
Mm-hmm.
camo. It didn't matter what team it was. That was going to look really good. We played Michigan
Mm-hmm.
State. Looked wonderful.
I do
Second,
remember that.
we just played Hawaii. They were in a floral jersey. It was insane.
Really?
It looked awesome. And then I mean they
Who,
obviously blew them out, but it looked cool.
Mm-hmm.
who was it?
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Hawaii? I'm gonna have to look that up. What about you, Tony P? What's your favorite there,
Well, I
jersey?
mean, they do a lot of crazy things with jerseys nowadays, but I do love the North Carolina, like, light blue is just perfect. I think that's
That's
a
a
great
that's a
jersey.
classic.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
classic.
There's only
The
one true
blue
That's
shade of
why
blue.
is
it's like,
so good.
otherwise, I mean, UCLA, you can't go wrong with the blue and yellow for basketball. It does it for me, too.
Yeah,
Hold on, I found it.
they're all right. That's pretty cool.
Holy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Is that not crazy?
Yeah, that's pretty
Like,
awesome. I can't say that it ain't.
yeah. But also they
But
give it
go,
to the worst team. They give it to
I was
Hawaii.
going
yeah,
to say it's tough to wear those and go out and lose by 50,
Yeah,
but
we absolutely
I just want to say there's only one true shade of blue.
Kentucky blue.
all right, buddy.
That's exact.
I
Thank you,
you
Tony
could be a
P.
blue you could be a blue blood, but you gotta respect that there is one true blue. Come on.
Yeah, Kentucky blue.
It's literally the color of the sky. You see it every single day. Carolina blue.
See, well,
The
I don't
Carolina
know.
blue is the best color blue on the spectrum. It is.
Hey,
I mean,
It
I gotta
is.
agree with that.
God
It
must
has
be a
nothing to do with
fan.
sports. It
Uh-huh.
just is.
No,
I don't
God
like
must
this
be a
group no
fan.
more.
That's why he made the sky Carolina blue.
I got this dude wearing a Louisville hat, and you two over here saying that the best shade of blue is North Carolina.
Well, if it
Uh,
gets too dark, then it could be
and
giants, and
Kentucky
then it
lost
gets a
to
little
Clemson
crazy, and I don't know.
and
Yeah,
Hey,
Louisville.
should I put on orange instead? Would you like
Yeah,
that better? How about some Clemson?
yeah. Or rosy red Louisville. Cardinal Louisville. How about that?
okay.
You got a Louisville shirt too?
No, you don't. Do you?
Do you have a Louisville shirt on too?
No, no. Christmas
Oh,
polo.
Oh, okay. All right. I was about to
that would
say
have been
no
crazy.
way.
No way. Yeah, I don't have the whole outfit. That would be crazy if I did.
Hey,
Trust me.
look, I know,
Trust me. There's no way I would have went 15 minutes into the show without popping the shirt if I had the shirt on. I'll tell you right
I know it's
now.
not college, but the jerseys I hate the most are the Bumblebee jerseys from Pittsburgh. I don't.
Why?
That's what I call them. They're like the with the yellow stripes. You know what
There's
I'm
Yeah,
talking
what?
literally
about?
an entire song
I
about it.
hate those things. I
Really? Have
I
you not seen
hate.
Yeah.
like the Packers throwbacks? They wear like cream colored pants and a one
Yes.
colored top
Okay,
jersey.
but we're talking about like regular jerseys. We're not talking about like your
No, that picture that
you
he held
break
up on
them
his
out
phone
once a
was not
year
a regular
jersey.
jersey,
Yeah.
was it?
Huh?
The black and yellow jerseys?
No, he was the jersey he
The,
held up on his phone
the
was
Hawaii
like
Oh.
jerseys.
A crazy jersey. That's what made
Oh
me
well, I
think.
mean, they played at home. It wasn't a tournament though,
Hmm.
so
Maybe it is their regular jerseys.
I know it's new because they posted it everywhere.
I think Kentucky denim jerseys were the craziest. Blue jean
Really?
Yeah.
jerseys.
They would have denim.
Wait, Cody, I meant to ask this
Yeehaw.
before. How do you feel about Drake as a Kentucky basketball player? You ever
Oh,
seen
he's
that clip?
horrible. I was
Have you
there.
seen that? Oh my gosh, are you serious?
I swear to God, it was
He
big. It
literally,
was Big Blue Madness. I was there.
that's awesome. That is one of my favorite clips of all time. Just Drake
You should have
playing Kentucky
heard
basketball.
the laughter that erupted when it happened. It was like,
Oh
ooh, and like you just heard multiple be like, what? You know,
yeah,
you might not have heard them, but you saw their face and the confused look on their face. Like, for one, why is Drake
see,
warming up with Kentucky basketball? And for two, why did he just airball this? But it got
yeah.
recruits.
Steve, for context, literally just Kentucky basketball's warming up, and it's just Drake in the line and just shoots a three and complete miss. I mean, not even close, and it's like booed off the court almost.
Yeah, it's bad. And you know,
Dang.
When was this?
um, 2013, twenty
I
Just
fourteen.
like a couple years ago.
Yeah,
Mhm.
2013, 2014. I think. I don't think it was
Wow.
before.
Was
Maybe
that
it
the year
was.
they lost to Wisconsin in the Final Four, maybe?
That
No,
actually,
I
it
don't
may
think
be
so.
around that time, honestly.
Could
And you
be.
know,
Drake
like
cursed you guys.
it's the Drake curse.
Yeah,
Damn it, Drake.
Damn
the
you,
Oh
Drake
my
Drake.
curse.
god.
Mm.
And now, if he's a Cal fan, does he root for Arkansas or does he still root for us? I don't know. I'd be
Yeah.
I
sad if
mean,
he
I
don't.
think he was a Kentucky fan. He wasn't just a Cal guy.
I don't know. He was Cal. He was Cal all the way. He loves some Cal. I think Cal almost let him come back to college at Kentucky. He was going to let him come back and finish his degree. Yeah.
Nah, that would have been hilarious. You just walk into class and you see Drake.
Yeah. So what
Mm.
is
Like
going on? What universe am I
you're in
in?
you're in a group project with Drake.
You
Like,
know,
oh,
in those Toronto games, I felt like he was on the floor more than the players.
Oh
yes,
yeah,
I agree.
that's my
I
version of
agree.
Drake that I like. Raptors Drake is my favorite.
He, I mean, he's a coach at that point.
Hmm. It was awesome. He told Fred VanVleet to shoot it, and he did, and he made it. So boom, there you go. Better coach than Nick Nurse, I'll tell you that.
That's great.
I'd say
Tony, what's
that.
All
going
right.
on with your brother? What you got on your mind?
I mean, I'm doing pretty good right now. All my teams are doing pretty good right now. The Bucks are on a 7-game win streak in the NBA. Marquette was undefeated till today, maybe, and hopefully they can pull it out. I don't know where they're at right now in this game.
It's
Packers are
36.
9-3.
It's 36 to 25.
Oh, it's still so early. We're a second half team. Second half team. Don't even worry about that.
We'll
We're a
keep you
second half
updated.
team.
Continue.
So was Packers 9-3 going up against the Lions this week, and finally we got
Lions.
Good luck.
done with
Good luck.
Badgers football. This is the first year we did not make a bowl game and have a losing record in 25 years. So
Hey,
hopefully
Right.
changes are going to be made. That just
that's
means
awesome.
changes are going to be made. We got to spend more money and get back into prosperity there.
You got to
Well,
spend
then me and
all
you're
the
in the
money
same
on
boat.
NIL.
Yep. Me and you're in the same boat because it's the first time we ain't did a bowl in what, 8 years, I think?
Well, we're not in the same boat because we got the number 3 dual quarterback coming out of high school. We just signed him, and you guys literally are losing every player that's ever had connection to
See,
Kentucky football.
I don't
So
know
it's a
why you're
little
sending
different.
shots my way this whole thing.
Like
You're
you guys
sending
literally
shots.
might not
Hey,
be able to have 11 players to put on the field next year.
We
So it is a
probably
little
won't
different.
at all. At all. And like today, Kentucky Sports Radio, or maybe it wasn't. Anyways, whoever it was, like made this big deal on this. Say,
Oh!
There he
oh,
is.
what
what
What's up,
up?
man?
up, Pat?
Howdy.
Can you hear us?
I
Howdy.
can't hear a word you're saying, so I'll just yell if it. I don't know how it goes, but Celtics are whooping that butt. It's Feast for Soldiers night, and the dude from the Coast Guard just tried to yam it. It was pretty good. So,
Hey.
That's awesome.
a felony crime happened. Some dude beat up an old lady. It was wild. They cleared out a whole row.
Was it Paul and his neighbor?
And so I'm about to hit the road though.
That's awesome, dude.
We got a train to catch, so
Later, bud. Thanks for popping in.
There we
What
go.
the heck?
That was awesome.
It looked like
I
he
hope
was
he's
on
having a
floor
good time.
level.
He might be.
He gets
It looked like-
special attention in those soldier nights.
Yeah, he gets hooked up. He was on the court a couple times, and they did a whole montage for him one year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. At least people still do stuff like that for soldiers. You know what I'm saying? I love that.
Yeah,
Love it.
I mean, Matt stays connected though. He keeps in touch with all those people. He's in touch with the whole organization. Like he's good on social media like that. Cody, question for you though, before I forget. You brought up Kentucky radio. I cannot imagine what Kentucky radio is like. Is it like thick Southern accents, or like are they like professional, like went to college, like Kentucky, like?
No, yeah, they went to college. The leader of it, which I tagged him in one of the posts on Twitter with the podcast. His name's Matt Jones. He was actually went to law school, uh, believe it or not, at Duke. I'm almost positive.
Come on. You could
But
have
he's
Yeah,
been
from,
yeah.
anywhere.
Kentucky sports guy is a Duke guy. Okay, yeah,
and then
and
he's real
educated.
professional. He's real professional. Let's say he's been doing this since I've been in middle school, and I remember sneaking on my school's computer just to go to his website to see nothing but Kentucky sports. And he has like three other guys. One guy is a little crazy. His name's Ryan. He's a little out there. And then one of them is actually like a famous radio DJ from Louisville. So he's been on the radio for years. And then he finally went to sports and he has him on there. But they travel everywhere. They like right now, they're in Iowa. They just left Iowa, the girls' court. They did an interview there with some players and people. But unlike any other team, we have fans everywhere. So we could go wherever and do a radio show and Kentucky fans show up. It's just how we roll.
That's got to be great radio when you guys lose in the tournament. Like, I guarantee you get some good calls there.
Oh, you have no idea. It's comical. Here's
Have
Dan
you?
from Kentucky. I tell you what, I'm I'm tired of counting all his one and dones. I'm over it.
That's great.
Fire cow, fire
Yeah.
cow.
Oh my gosh.
Tony's just going to start like calling in, hoping you're listening, and like just
Yeah, I
start
think
ranting.
so. Maybe I'm gonna do a fake Kentucky accent every time.
Just get more and more
Calling
southern every
from
call.
Kentucky.
Dude, they're going to know you're fake from however many miles away you are. That's
They
great.
look at each other and they're like, "This is not real, is it?"
So Tony,
But
just promise me whenever you do it, you record yourself doing it.
All right, I'm gonna look into
so we
this
get the
because
footage.
now that I know I got the guys from Duke and in Kentucky, and Cody's listening, and Cody roots for literally the worst sports teams like in college right now, then there's a lot to talk about with
we're
Kentucky
number
basketball. How
4.
bad you guys are.
What?
Not next week. You won't be. Not after
Well,
losing Clemson.
okay, we'll go down to 10, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
What is it like?
At least
What is it? Cody hate week right now? What is going
I
on?
know.
I don't know.
Thanks, thanks, Anthony.
Anthony, I think Tony and Cody are going to be the new Mike and Lewis,
yeah.
Oh, nice.
where they just develop that love-hate relationship
Mhm.
instantly
All
off the
right,
bat.
I mean,
I'll take.
Tony, you want to talk about UNC's 4-3 right now?
Yeah, UNC's pretty trash too. Gonna be 4-4 average.
Yeah, we're down by 15. Thanks.
I did that. UNC got crushed by Auburn. Yeah.
Did they?
Oh,
Auburn's
I
a hell
had
of a
them so
team.
hard and they screwed me. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do hate UNC. Now that you remind me, they did cost me quite a few bucks in that game. Yeah, and I think the over didn't hit either
Why
You
did you
can't
bet
you
on
can't
us?
hate UNC. You
because
can't.
of the jerseys. We just talked about it.
That's your basis of betting?
And Anthony, you told me they had a good team 2 weeks ago. Last time I saw
I
you,
did
bud.
not. I did not. I
You don't
said we
think they
were
got a good
horrible.
team this year?
I said we were not good.
You guys got to
Oh
be
my
careful around
gosh!
Tony. He'll hear something and go, "That sounds like
The
good
only
advice. Let's
games,
go."
the only games that we lost that you should have bet on was one, and we lost to Michigan State, and that is it. Why are you betting on us against the number 4 team or whatever
Speaking
they
of
are now?
Michigan State, they're tied
Seemed
with
like a good
Minnesota.
idea at the time, Anthony. Sorry, you guys were 4-1 at the time, not 4-3. Like
Well, my bad. Watch more ball.
I am now. Yeah, listen, conference tournament's coming. I know when Clemson comes into North Carolina, Clemson is the team to take over North Carolina. Yeah, I know that. Trust me, now I know. It's trial and
Oh,
error.
all right.
Speaking of
Mhm.
trash,
You
speaking of
gotta learn these
trash,
things.
what do y'all think about the playoff bracket?
For college football,
It was
Yeah,
garbage. So garbage. I hated it.
garbage.
Literally, like,
Alabama
oh, don't even. Oh, that's just the start.
so
nine
what
and
if like
nine
a
and
team like
three.
Alabama wins? Like I keep going back and forth.
Then
Like
they
if a
cheated.
9-3 Alabama team wins, like that shouldn't even be in there.
The-
Like how do you say they're champions?
And what is Miami? What, they've only lost two, right? Or did they lose three?
No,
Yeah,
they
but
got
they're
no.
out. They lost two, but they're out right now.
Yeah, they're
That's
they're
what I'm.
gone. They're gone.
Yeah, they don't even play no more games, so they're out.
I can't believe I
Oh,
just when I saw Alabama, I was disgusted. I said, and yet again, the committee ruins everything.
yeah.
Well, Anthony, you're like all in on Boise State, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I still am. Ashton Genty
Hmm?
Heisman is still on the way.
I think he should
They
get it.
play UNLV on Friday. So,
That should
and
be
they're
an
also
easy
number
dub.
10. 10-2 UNLV.
If they lost that game, they're out, right? They
Oh,
gotta be out, right?
100%. 100%. Because they don't have any other ranked wins. Their loss is to Oregon.
Yeah.
That's a good loss. And then I don't think they have any other ranked wins.
I
But
think
they're the one from like the I forget what it's called, but like the littler conferences, right? Like one team from the littler conferences has
Yeah,
to
this
win,
is the
right?
Mountain West.
and where the
So
hell
So
did
UNLV
Arizona
would go
State
in if
come
they
from?
win.
I don't know. Arizona State kind of just popped in there. I didn't even know they were in the top 25 until
I
yesterday.
didn't either.
Yeah, they've been winning. They're on like a 7-game winning streak.
Well,
Oh
South
crap!
Carolina should be in by that logic.
That's what
South
I was about
Carolina
to
is the
say.
hottest team in the country, and you're going to sit here and tell me that you're going to put Bama over them, who just got killed by Oklahoma?
And South
Are you
Carolina
Yeah.
kidding
blew
me?
out every team that beat Alabama. They blew out every team that beat Alabama. And what?
Yeah,
You know,
and then
That
people are upset
quarterback
that
from South Carolina is ridiculous.
people are upset because South Carolina lost to Bama. I mean, it was at Bama, and they lost by 2.
yep,
Hmm.
That's not an impressive win. That's a 50-50 win.
yep.
So I
Hmm.
don't. It's not a celebratory. Oh, you can use this against them. No, you can't. They beat every
No,
team, like you just said, that they played.
Here's a very honest, ignorant question: does the at-home advantage apply more in college than pros?
This
Oh
year
yeah.
will.
oh yeah,
This year
absolutely.
will.
Oh yeah.
I kind of
Alabama
figured it would.
gets. Well, I mean, Virginia Tech literally makes like decibels for earthquakes because of how loud they get for the
Hmm.
intro. So I mean,
It's
they also
You
insane.
play.
gotta look at it too, Steve. You gotta look at it too. These playoff games before were always played in domes in New Orleans and the Rose Bowl in California. They're gonna be played in that's what they were saying, that Cleveland Pittsburgh game. They're gonna be played in like snowstorms this year.
Oh, it's
So
gonna be
like
awesome.
it's gonna be a huge advantage.
And it's
Yeah.
going to still be rocking in that place. You won't be able to hear a play
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
call
Also,
at
every
all.
like college stadium fits like 100K. So
It's
that's
I
another.
think
nuts.
I heard. I think it was Mike that I heard talking about on one of the episodes that Vegas doesn't account for the home field advantage at the pros as much as they used to anymore because they don't think it's as big as a factor as it used to be.
I
But
heard about
but
this.
hearing you guys talk, like in my head, I'm thinking college is probably way more crazier. Like it's probably a completely different vibe when
Yeah,
you're playing at home for college.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
it's a lot more to
Well, but
lose.
it's also kind of different. NFL, I feel like, is kind of it's more. I don't say like sophisticated people, but at college games, it's freshmen to seniors that are blackout drunk.
Yep.
So that's one of the people, and
And
then the
Tony
other
P.
people are the family members, and then the regular people fit are the rest. NFL is mostly just
So
the
the
regular public.
NFL's just sophisticated aristocrats watching, and
No, I'm not saying college kids are
college
going to
is
go to
just a
that.
bunch of Codys watching the game. Is what you're telling
I mean, hey, I've been. Hey, what do you think CNU games are?
Listen, I've never watched a Packer game. I don't know if I can agree with you that we're the most
That's.
sophisticated
I'm not.
fan base
Okay,
out there, right?
sophisticated was the wrong word. How about the general public? More college is more of the all of the people in school. They get discounted tickets and free tickets and all that.
And then you
That's the
got people
big
that just
difference.
tailgate with all the college students all day, and then they're
That,
walking sideways by the time they go in.
oh,
It's a
it
little.
gets nuts here.
Anthony,
Does
how
it?
far did you have to travel to go to that Washington game?
Um, my friend came to Richmond and he picked me up and then we went to his house in Nova and then it was an hour from there. So hour 30 up and then an hour to the game as well.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, well, except the traffic made it 3 hours to get to Nova from Richmond, so that was fun. But yeah, it was definitely worth it though.
Does anybody know if UConn pulled it off? I'm trying to look at the bottom of the screen, but it still hasn't. Iowa State's beat
Hold
Marquette
up,
at half.
hold up.
Did you
UConn is
see
up
the
by.
video of Did you see the video of the
4?
UConn coach in the Maui tournament? Like his highlight tapes of him just yelling at the refs for like
Throw,
5 straight minutes.
throwing a temper tantrum.
That
And
was a solid video.
did you
Mhm.
see what he said afterwards?
Yeah.
Where he
What'd
ain't
he
No,
say?
he said, I will never do a 3 game tournament ever again. I'll do a home and home series, but I will never bring
Mm.
another one of my teams from UConn to another little, I guess, in
those
season
tournaments are
tournament.
hell. Those have to suck so bad. It's just,
Yes.
I mean, I love for the love of the game, but like that
Oh,
much
boo-hoo,
basketball.
3 days in Maui? He was in Hawaii, guys. What are we
Yeah,
talking about?
guess what? My friend was there taking pictures. They were getting tired. I can tell you that.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Oh, they got
Also,
point
UConn
four
just won.
seconds. Oh shit.
No,
Okay.
it says on ESPN it's end of second half.
Oh, yeah. Maybe my TV's behind. I am at point 0.4 seconds in the second half. UConn up 2.
Sorry to spoil it.
It's okay.
Whoops.
Get
I
your
mean, you
TV
can't even get
brick.
a shot up in point 0.4
Get your
seconds.
TV brick out.
Yeah. I don't even know where it's at right
well,
now.
well, hey, before we wrap this up, how was your guys' Thanksgiving? Did you guys enjoy time with the family?
Absolutely.
Always.
Yeah,
Much needed time off.
Mhm.
I feel
I'm
that.
10 pounds heavier that I need to work out right after this program. I plan to be going to the gym, yeah.
good for you, Tony.
hmm
I'm
Hopefully it
gonna
doesn't
work
show
out.
on camera.
I respect your
No.
workout ethic.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I will say, went back on Friday. Your guys' episode last week dropped, and went back, and I was still cracking up. You, you guys were off the chain last week. Anthony, you missed out on that one. Did you see the episode?
No, I've been busy with getting back in the game. I haven't.
High recommend. High
Dude,
recommend.
they were
Feel free
bugging
to
last
watch
week.
whatever.
We were on one.
They were on. Yeah, they were on.
It was great.
That was funny. I wasn't sure because when you guys are done, I'm never on camera, right? But I'm always here in the background. You guys are doing these, and then I spend all the time editing everything. And most of the times, by the time the episode actually drops, I'm sick of seeing and hearing it because I've worked on it for hours, right?
Oh yeah,
But
my friend was the same way. He makes montages. He made our fraternity video and just the song every single day. Just on repeat. It was so bad.
Making music and stuff. My wife used to always tell me, she was like I don't want to hear it because I hear you working on it in the house all the time. She was like, I don't want to listen to it in the car. I said, me neither, but I have to test out how it sounds.
You know, she was like, God, I hate this song.
And I loop stuff because like you try to catch parts and it's bad. Anyway, tangent. But I was excited to watch that one because I was like, I wonder if it's still as funny because I was cracking up the whole episode. And,
it was great.
And it was. I was still laughing watching it back again.
I'll definitely give it a watch now, or I guess a listen too.
Glad you guys had a good time. And speaking of which, just to plug it again at the end, these guys are in here having fun, just doing what they do, looking for more people, want to join the network. So please
Hey, you could have been on people. Tonight. We would have had. We needed it for tonight.
Yep.
You get on here. You could have been on the show tonight with us.
Yeah.
And they could have hated you instead of me.
Yeah.
They could have hated you.
Cody, I don't hate. Cody, literally just Kentucky had a bad week, so I got to take advantage of it.
It's okay. Yeah.
It was a bad week.
It is. It was a bad week. Well, you know what? Kansas is down to Creighton right now, 8-15.
Upset City today.
Yeah, maybe the number one. Maybe the number one team goes down.
So listen, after this round ends and we start the next topic, I think we're going to get into football, pro and college, but stay football focused. But then come March, we'll be into basketball. You guys are going to have to figure out what you guys want to do with like brackets and stuff in March Madness with inside the members group. So
we can make a
league. Creative brains turning.
We can make a league. We can put money into it. I mean, I know you guys are all the gamblers, but I'll put my money into.
We could even do like whenever it's like games all day, maybe even do an episode in the middle of the week or something like that. You know what I mean? Like after like the first couple big days, whatever day it falls on. Maybe do an episode after the first couple days. Recap.
Well, if we hit that Thursday, the first day where it kicks off the tournament.
Yeah.
Do like a day Thursday episode.
That would be dope.
Start getting the old brain spinning.
Maybe do a power hour episode.
I like what I'm hearing. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me, baby.
All right. We're still filming. We don't need to brainstorm in front of everybody.
We are going to head out here before we go. Does anybody have anything any last things they want to say?
Go Cats. Go Cats.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Anthony, thank you for wearing the jersey for us. We've been waiting to see it.
Of course, I might keep wearing it. This is the UNC thing. I'm gonna keep wearing it. It's good luck. Maybe we'll come back and win. We're down by 12. So.
It's pretty. No, I don't think it's good luck
tonight. No. Yeah, you literally just went to the bad luck after the good luck.
Yeah, maybe
you never know.
Maybe hang it on the wall just for looks behind you.
Yeah, maybe flip it inside out. Yeah.
The only game it's seen is DC United lost to Bayern Munich 6-3. So I guess it is not good luck.
I don't even know what that is.
Anthony, just make it your pod jersey. All right.
Pod jersey.
Go. I got multiple. Don't worry. I'm always going to be swapping them out.
Nice.
There we go.
All right, fellas. We're going to head out of here. You guys have a great night. Thank you, everybody, for watching, listening. Check us out, and we'll see you next week.
I'm literally going to give you the play-by-play on how you would participate in this podcast in less than 15 seconds. Here we go. You download an app. Our content producer, content manager sends you a link. You hit the link. You record, and usually within 30 seconds, unless you have COVID internet, you're done. That's it. You do nothing else. Steve does all the work. He stays up late at night. He does the editing. App, click it, hang up. The end. So, again, I understand people don't want to take on any more work than they need to. You're not. So just keep that in mind.
There is no work. This is fun time.
Yes.
Sometimes a little bit of extra work, maybe if you want to be the host. But if you just want to be a team rep, come in here and talk about your team as easily as you talk about it with any one of your friends or rivals.